the community really let me down. You know, ScreamCon was such a huge part of who I was and who I am present, and it was hard to look at what it became and be forced to make a decision. In those kinds of scenarios, you know, we're at a state in our culture where you can't just look at something and say, okay, I hope it changes. You have to be proactive enough to make that change yourself, or to just let something. So I took that step forward and I ended ScreamCon after that. I know there are a lot of really good fans of ScreamCon, but I'm okay with disappointing the good guys if I have to put an end to what became a toxic environment. The culture of ScreamCon became something that I couldn't palate anymore. And so even though it's sad to say goodbye to ScreamCon, I'm happy to announce the very first WhisperCon. WhisperCon 2019 is coming this November. But if I wanted to honor the memory of ScreamCon properly, I had to move forward without repeating the same mistakes as the past. Screaming was such a primal expression, and it took me a while to figure out how to channel this energy properly. But then it dawned on me. Once you take screaming off the table, the only viable form of expression is whispering. Now here's the thing. Screaming and whispering may be similar, but they're completely different art forms. And while I encourage all forms of expression and innovation, I want to give some guidelines as to what makes a good whisper versus a sloppy whisper. Let's start by exploring a sample sentence. Our sample sentence, or test phrase, is going to be, "Someone stole my special rug." Now to start this conversation proper, let me show you an example of a sloppy whisper. "Someone stole my special rug!" Now let's listen to a professional whisper take on this sentence. "Someone stole my special rug." Did you catch the differences? While the first example had a lot of energy, it actually missed the mark. The first example was closer to what we would call a scream than a whisper. Most whispers are just lower versions of screaming. Now when it comes to screaming, the technique basically is to yell as loud as you can. But whispering, you basically want to invert the technique. As for the second example, it's right on the money. Let's move on to part 2 of our whisper tutorial. Normally people are whispering to get across a message that they don't want anyone else to hear. It feels great to say things at lower volumes. But what you're saying is important. When an artist is whispering, they're trying to get across their idea as quietly as possible. So try as best as you can to emulate that idea by creating fake scenarios to whisper in. Now that we know the differences between a scream and a whisper, and we know exactly how to perform a whisper, let's see some examples. And who better to show us some examples than a professional? Hey, I guess I am a professional. Let's get to work. Shh, quiet! I've had an apple about every day this week, but it doesn't seem to keep these damn doctors away! You might as well just give me that $5 I keep asking for, because I'm not going to stop coming here every morning. Jiraiya, get out of the street. There's a car coming and he's going to hit you if you don't get out of the street. The secret code is easy. It's just my birthday minus all the numbers plus some random new ones. Yes, I think the reason your toilet is clogged is because you refuse to flush for some reason. Psst, Mrs. Robichaud, can I have the answers to the test that we're taking right now? In fact, eventually I'm going to find the key to your front door that you hide in your fake rock, and then I'm going to sneak into your house and steal all the $5 you own. No way, Dad, I'm not crawling into the washing machine again. Trick me once, shame on you. Trick me twice, shame on me. Hey guys, all that moving candy I found underneath my mattress is actually bed bugs, so we should stop eating them immediately. That's not a lowercase I. It's actually an upside-down exclamation point. You see, in other languages. So if I'm being honest, it's probably a good business strategy to just give me the $5 now instead of losing a lot of $5 later. Hey
Mom, the reason why my coffee is so bad is because I've been using expired milk for the past month. So maybe you shouldn't blame me and you should blame our fridge instead. For the last time, unless you know this Carl Sagan guy's contact information, please stop asking me to invite him to my birthday party. In addition, have you decided who you're voting for this November? Because my best friend is Ribby Tantagill, and he's running for president, but nobody's gonna vote for him. I'm hungry. Let's go to the movie theater, buy tickets to a film, and eat the popcorn that's left over in the theater.
I hope this November I see the energetic faces that brought a smile to my face last year. Be brave enough to join us at WhisperCon 2019 and start a new generation. Just more quiet. Oh no, I'm taking that out now. I did not leave that trash there. Yeah.